Hi there, I'm Nina, and today we're going to be making a clay charcoal mask for, just for your face. So the first thing I need to do is take off my makeup. So if you watch the video where we make the little makeup remover sheets, that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to take my makeup off with one of these. And this was a mix of some coconut oil, some witch hazel, and some essential oils like lavender and frankincense. And these are so gentle. Check this out. I'm gonna rub all of my eyeshadow and mascara off with this. It doesn't bother my eyes. Sometimes getting eye makeup remover in your eye is not a pleasant experience. This is no big deal. It's so gentle, it's not even, I don't even notice. I'm also gonna take off my lip gloss. I can use this everywhere. All right, and I can see all of that. It's coming off right on my, look at all that, took off all my makeup. And my eyes are not stinging or burning. And so now I'm ready to just go ahead and wash my face. I got to treat my skin to a little treat with all of that lavender and frankincense and coconut oil. It feels really good. But now I'm gonna go ahead and wash that off with the DIY foaming face wash that we also made. We have a DIY video for that. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wash my face. Shake that up a little bit. Get one pump, maybe a little bit more. And again, you can just use this all over your face. I don't worry about my eyes. I've been using that face wash, that recipe for face wash with my essential oils in it for about 18 months now. It's all I've washed my face with for over a year and a half. And I'm really happy with my skin. I used to have really dry skin. I used to really struggle with finding the thickest face cream that I could find that would moisturize my face when it really, especially in the winter months, will get very dry and flaky. Since I've been making my own skincare, I really haven't had a problem. My skin really, it's balanced out, which is awesome. I'm really happy with my skin so far. So my face is clean. I'm gonna get ready to make my clay mask. So I've got I have a little dish here, and I'm going to be using a non-metal spoon. It doesn't matter if it's a plastic spoon or a little wooden spoon. Just don't use a metal spoon out of your silverware, because it's gonna interact with the minerals that are in your clay and maybe render them not as powerful. So I've got some bentonite clay here. Again, it's a certain brand that I ordered online. Any brand of bentonite clay would be fine. If you look at the recipe, it says about 2 tablespoons. I'm not really measuring fancy here. And 2 tablespoons will give you, it'll give you enough probably for 2 masks. So if you want to share with a friend, have the girls over, we did that recently. That's great. Or if you want to save it in a little container with a lid, I'm gonna maybe try to make a tiny bit less, just because I don't want to be wasteful. So I'm just gonna do like 1 big heaping spoon of the clay powder. This is great for drawing out the toxins in your skin. The next thing I'm going to put in is 2 capsules of activated charcoal. And these come like a little capsule that you could swallow. I've never done that. I just use them for my mask. I'm gonna open these up, and I'm just gonna empty it into my dish. All right, so we've got both the charcoal powder, the clay powder. Now I'm going to start adding some liquids to mix that up. First, I'm going to add in some apple cider vinegar. And I've experimented with this a little bit, you know, just different liquids, what's going to give me the best texture so that it's not too lumpy. The apple cider vinegar is going to fizzle a little bit, but using a little bit of this, I think this is the key to not having too many lumps. I've made it before without the apple cider vinegar and I just used green tea and it was a nice mask, but the texture was I had a hard time getting out all the lumps. It was really lumpy. And so it went on fine, but I kind of had a lot of clumps on. So I found that the apple cider vinegar kind of cuts down on that, just whatever kind of chemical reaction you've got. In the recipe, it says about a teaspoon. I'm gonna just drizzle enough. I don't want to use too much apple cider vinegar, then it just kind of smells more vinegary than being able to enjoy the scent of my oils. So I'm just gonna use a little bit, let that fizz up. I'm gonna kind of mix it in. Right now it's just kind of crumbly, but when I pour my green tea in, then it'll mix in a little bit better. All right, now I'm gonna pour in probably a couple more teaspoons, and this you want to be careful. You don't want it to get too wet and soupy. So I'm going to drizzle a little bit and then mix it and see if I need more. You want it to turn into like a paste. Right here we have some green tea. You could use whatever kind of tea you like. Maybe herbal tea, chamomile tea would be nice. I've used lavender tea before. And this is perfect. So I'm just kind of mixing that in. There's a few clumps. I'm just going to kind of press those out and just kind of mix that in. The next thing I'm going to put in is about 5 drops of evening primrose oil. This is very good for your skin. And so I'm just going to drizzle maybe about 4 or 5 drops. And if you know how I like to cook in the kitchen, you know, I don't do a lot of measuring. It's a little, you know, trial and error. It's not, you know, too scientific. So we've got a few drops in. And now I'm going to add my essential oils. I'm going to add in some things that are very soothing for combination or dry skin. And again, just like the other DIY things that we made, you can tailor this to your skin type. So if your skin is a little more on the oily side, or you need some blemish control, you might want to use some purification from your starter kit, which has tea tree in it, or you could use some tea tree or lemon oil if you need that kind of support for your skin. I'm going to go with 1 drop each of lavender, frankincense. Again, those two are awesome for your skin, and they're both in the starter kit. Whoops, and 2 dropped out, but frankincense is awesome, so the more the merrier. Patchouli is great for your skin, and I think I mentioned before that I love patchouli as deodorant. So, you know, don't mind if I do. It's that easy. All right, good to go. And cedarwood. We'll do 1 drop. Coming out a little bit slow. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to mix these in. And it smells wonderful. I can smell all of those oils. I smell more oils than apple cider vinegar, which is why I just use a tiny bit of that. But again, if you're dealing with a skin type that needs a little bit more of that, you can definitely use more apple cider vinegar and less tea. Totally up to you. I've got a nice paste here, and now it's nice and black. I am going to start rubbing this all over my face. So here we go. All right. I'm wondering if a mirror might be handy. I'm just going to dig in here. All right. Ah, very helpful. Thank you. Get it all around. Looking pretty, right? All right, I think I'm good. Now, as long as this takes to dry, you know, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes, you can leave it on as long as you want. You know, 10 to 15 minutes is probably fine. You don't necessarily have to wait until it's all kind of dry and cracking. You can if you want to, but if that gets to be a little uncomfortable, you can go ahead and rinse it when you're ready. I am going to leave it on for a few minutes, and let me just rinse my hands off because I'll show you what I'm going to put on my face when I'm done. In one of the other videos, in the video for the skincare cream, we made, and I put it in a little roller bottle, my skincare cream that I use on my face every day after I wash my face. So you want to check on the video for that if you haven't caught it. This is a blend of some coconut oil, some primrose oil. I think there's some vitamin E in here too. There's other essential oils that are in here. So after I keep my mask on and I'm ready to rinse it off, I'm going to put this all over my face, and it's going to feel awesome, and my skin is going to feel wonderful. And so this is just a great thing to do maybe once a week, or, you know, we love having the girls over and doing like a ladies' night in and doing a little spa night and just doing facials and clay masks and all kinds of great stuff. So enjoy. You can see I'm already enjoying my mask. So check it out, mix one up for yourself, and enjoy. If you'd like some more info, you can friend me on Facebook. You can email me at ninacecina@yahoo.com. I would love to connect with you and help you get started.